Hey guys, and welcome back to the S City Productions playthrough of Ape Escape 3. I am Frostwell24, and we are now back. Now, we got a cutscene for a boss fight coming up here, but I'd like to say I'm back. If you notice by the time the last part of this playthrough was uploaded, well, at least if you look at the time when part 2 was uploaded, yeah, that was 10 months ago, and I have to apologize for that to anyone who does actually watch these videos. I have not had any time in the slightest to focus on YouTube or like recording, basically doing Let's Plays for literally like the last 10 months. And a lot of it has to do with like I started a new job a while back, and basically I decided, you know what, I'm gonna put this aside until I'm actually like I have the time to do it again, and I can actually like, you know, put effort into it and actually enjoy what I'm doing. Like the biggest problem with coming back was I just did not feel any sort of desire to want to record like or Let's Play it all again. But you know what, I finally feel like I can get back into it, and I'm gonna say I won't do any deadlines. I won't like say this is gonna be consistent in the slightest, but anyway, more on that later. Let's talk about this boss fight that's going on here. This is the second of the Freaky Monkey 5, Monkey Blue. This boss, to be honest, kind of sucks. What you're supposed to do is, you see, he moves around on that motorcycle. What you're supposed to do is use the cowboy power-up to shoot him down, and basically lower his... You see the blue light on his hat? Basically, you want to get that to yellow and then red, so that you can get him into the next phase of the fight. Problem is, you're constantly being like shot at by the little minions, and like he is constantly on the move. You gotta basically like just get him at the right moment, and he'll be shooting you the whole time. That and unknown to me when I was recording this, my DualShock 2 was on its way out the door. So you'll randomly see moments where I'll just like crouch or like shoot for no apparent reason. That's because my controller, the thumbsticks were going on it. You'll see later in the playthrough, there's a point where it just finally does go on me and I get stuck in a perpetual like swinging loop. But anyway, yeah, this fight kicked my ass, and I had a hell of a time with this one. But you know what, I was gonna originally edit it out, but I figured, you know what, I'll leave it in because I do need to talk about what had been going on. So anyways, I'll talk more when we get to the second phase of the fight. But basically, you just want to shoot him. Well, anyways, back in when I was first recording parts, I actually did record. Like you'll notice, part 2 was the last part I posted for a while, and you're gonna notice you notice part 3 and 4 went up rather around the same time. Those were actually the parts. The actual commentary was actually recorded back like the same time I did parts 1 and 2. So that's why it may seem very out of date, and that's also why I'm talking about this now as opposed to then, because that's old commentary. I didn't want to re-record it because it was perfectly good. I just never had time to edit it together and put it to video. But I finally feel like I have the time to do it again, so I figured I'd get those out while I have the chance. Oh yeah, the homing shot that you get earlier is probably the best way to deal with him. But anyways, yeah, now that I'm back to I feel like I have time. Like I'm finally at a decent point with my job. I'm actually interested in talking about games again. And you know, I'm just generally feel better about myself. So just for anyone who does care. But anyways, yeah, continuing on with this fight. You want to keep firing him. Okay, here is the second phase, where he'll basically go into like this kind of like shootout section here. And this section, my controller kind of screwed me over here. What you gotta basically do is you gotta dodge his thing, but you also gotta shoot at him. unfortunately his gun is brutal, and I was being an idiot here, and I was like, let's go see if I can, you know, go up and run right up to the gun. Basically, yeah, this happens. This happens a couple of times throughout this fight. It's got a pretty good catchy background beat here, though. And the blue monkey doesn't actually have too bad of a voice actor, so he's not too grating. I do enjoy his little pedal motorcycle, like unicycle thing. That's actually a reference to in Ape Escape 2. He didn't have a cowboy theme, but he basically was like an extreme like unicycler, I guess you can put it. He was also the first boss in that game, and he was a hell of a lot easier. For my money, this is actually the hardest boss in the game. But that might just be because I suck. And I had a bad day. I was having a bad day when I recorded this. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I recorded all the footage of this playthrough, like the actual gameplay, I was in the midst of a really bad depression. And I was basically trying to just like keep myself in good spirits at the time. Which might be why in some of the older videos I sound really down and just uninterested. Which is something I'm hoping to avert in the future, because I do plan on finishing this playthrough. I can't say how consistent it will be, because I do have a full-time job. Like I work nights. But I'm gonna try. I want to get as much as I can record it. It's not gonna have really a schedule. I think I'm just gonna upload what I have when I do. For anyone who does, because I mean I don't have a lot of. I don't think I have many people. I'm not sure how many people still are gonna come back to this, because it's been like 10 months, but I do want to finish this. And I'm rambling now. But anyways, yeah, after a while you'll get brought back to this phase again. Basically, what you're waiting for is him to fall off his. I got run over there. Basically, you're waiting for him to fall off his bike, and when he falls off his bike, then you can catch him. Like he'll fall off his bike and stay off his bike. Basically, you want to basically knock him out. Like I said, this boss, even when I was a kid, this boss gave me a lot of trouble. I think there's just something I don't get about it. I don't know. Anyway, the boss after this, the third monkey, is a hell of a lot easier. Yeah, we'll be seeing later. You definitely want to buy more of those extra stocks though for your transformations, because you will need them. The transformations are pretty much required for the bosses. Anyways, yeah, we got another bullet hell section here. You know, thank I do like how the gun says toy on it, just to be clear. But thank God the background music is catchy, because I spent a lot of time on this boss fight back in the day. Like I was stuck here for a while back when I was a kid. Wounded, fight to the death. He will say that a lot. And I died again. Judging by the fact that this is 0 lives, I believe I beat him this time. I know I blew all my lives on him though. I just did not have a really good time with this fight. It didn't help too that my recording actually screwed up when I was recording this. I actually lost that opening cutscene there, so I had to re-record the cutscene I actually had to boot up my 100% save file and watch the cutscene from that, record it that way, and then just kind of spliced it in. Because the file ended up corrupting during the boss fight, so I had to like re-record the beginning of it and re-splice it in. And basically salvage. But anyways, yeah, I finally got him there. and then you can catch him with your thing. And that's it for Monkey Blue. That was probably the most painful part of this playthrough. At least to watch, anyways, because that was sad. But anyways, yeah, another satellite destroyed. And this station is also down.
Well,
One Monkey Blue. I do like the attention to detail that all the boss monkeys have their own icon, as opposed to just the monkey thing.
They've captured Blue, Tomoki. This isn't going well.
Not to worry, Mr. Spectre. We still have broadcast stations all over the world.
Well, there's only 5 bosses.
Indeed. And there are
Well, I guess 6 if you count Spectre. So there can't be that many of them all over the world. We've already taken out 2. But anyways, yeah, back to the hub.
time for a little breather, eh? Monkey Blue was talking about.
She does after every boss fight. You'll notice she does actually go into the talks a little bit about the boss. But anyways, yeah. Now we need to restock on lives because I screwed up. I'm only going to be able to afford 1 for now, but that's all I really need at the moment. I won't get trounced by a boss ever that badly again. That was just really sad. But yeah, anyways, now I just wanted to recharge here before we go off to the next level. Oh, cool! Now we're gonna get one of my favorite
I'm going to warp over to you.
my favorite upgrades in the entire series. This is the RC car. It is exactly what it sounds like. It is an RC car.
Want to go over to the training room to try it out?
Well, anyways, I'm gonna show off basically now to do the training for this. The RC car is literally an RC car, and it's kind of cool how you control it. Basically, you know, every item is controlled with the right analog stick. You know, where the one you'd normally use for camera. So literally, you just control the car with the analog stick, and it controls ridiculously well for what it is. And it's basically a lot of it's used for puzzle solving, but there's just something like hilarious about just taking out hordes of enemies with a little RC car. You also later get most of the puzzles involving it tend to generally do with just like little small passageways that only the car can get through. But you know, it controls pretty well for what it is, so. And it can pick up coins and all that other stuff. It's basically an extension of the player, which is kind of why I like it so much. Anyways, now moving on to the next level, which is the hot springs, I believe. Yep. And I do love the background music here. Pleasant. Well, anyways, going in now, this is the level that we get introduced to red monkeys, I believe. The red monkeys are basically... they hit extremely hard. And are brutal, but they aren't too hard to catch. Anyways, you want to use the RC car here to get this guy out of the thing. Scare him out so he becomes easy to pick up. And then just attempt to catch him. There we go. Alright, now we want to get the red monkey. Red monkeys can steal your net, by the way, so be careful. They're more likely to just beat the crap out of you. Alright. So it is now time to enter the hot springs. You press this button and it opens up one of the doors. Interesting attention to detail. If you're playing as the male character, the male side opens up. If you're playing as the female character, the female side opens up. Although there are monkeys on both sides, and when I first played the game, I was actually confused. I was like, well, how do we get into the female side? We have to catch those monkeys. And I was wondering if like there was a way to switch characters. There isn't. You're stuck with who you pick from the beginning. So, but I was also wasn't too bright when I was a kid, so I didn't I mean, I don't. It's kind of hard to blame because this game doesn't. This game's camera is kind of not very good. But if you look up with the camera, there is actually a small passageway that you can jump through to get over to the other side. You want to use the slingshot there to take care of him. You can use the RC car to stun them. It's not really recommended though. It's easier just to hit them with a bat and then catch them that way. Yeah, we just caught a nude monkey. Wonderful. Yeah, as you go in there, you can get a little coin in there. But anyways, yeah, up here, there's actually a little passageway in the thing that you can go through up there. I believe it's intended for you to have the hover to get over there, but you can easily jump over with a well-positioned jump. And then you can catch the monkeys over here. They're pretty much all in the same spots too as they were on the other side, just to keep it consistent. It's basically literally the same rooms on both sides. Alright, now I know we should be done here. So now you're gonna have this door here that you need to keep open. Just put the RC car on the button and you're good to go. Another RC car thing here, you use the car to get through these small little crevices so you can press a button on the other side, which will raise water, so now we can safely swim across. A lot of air enemies in this stage, so you just want to, jump and hit them that way. That's probably the easiest way to deal with them. We got a few more monkeys here. Here's another speed guy. Speed guys, same old, you just gotta be quick. You also kind of gotta... Oh god, lost the net. Lost the net. Managed to catch the one in the business suit, though. Yeah, but speed monkeys are kind of just like a luck thing. You either get them or you don't. Is that a Playboy bunny? Yeah, it is. Wonderful. I do love the pop culture references with some of the monkeys' designs. We'll be seeing some particularly relevant ones, actually, with a recent movie that came out recently. Well, I don't know about when this part goes up, but there was a certain sci-fi movie is coming out around this point that I'm planning to see at some point. There is some rather hilarious monkeys that reference that movie later on. Let's just say. One of my favorite things about 3 that makes me like 3 over the first 2 Avis games is just I love the setting with the whole TV show themes, because they can make so many goddamn references to like stuff. I mean, none of it feels dated because that's kind of like what they were going for with the whole like making spoofing. So I don't feel this game is dated because most of these things were probably dated by the time this movie came out, anyways. It's not like Gex where if you're a modern day player and you play those games, you're not going to get any of the references, most likely. Yeah, you want a little puzzle there. Press the button so you can slingshot over there. Then we can move on to this to an underground section. Who would have thought the hot springs would have a lava section? Oh, and by the way, this rubber raft is made of like the most indestructible material ever, because it doesn't just instantly disintegrate in lava. It still controls like ass though, so. Oh yeah, this one is bizarre. You're basically overheating this pot to get a monkey out of it. That monkey should be dead. Like, boiled alive. Anyways, yeah, the raft controls, like, same way, though. You use the analog sticks and you gyrate them in a rowing motion. Easier said than done. It really is finicky. You kind of just gotta get lucky. So he's a freebie right there. That's something you will notice later on. You'll get a lot of freebie monkeys that are just like an easy, like you do a little bit, you do a puzzle and then you do a puzzle or an event and then the monkey will get revealed and just be knocked out. So you just go walk up and catch it. I'm not trying to row into the wall. It's just for some reason I mean, it might also have to do with the fact that my controller was technically dying at this point. But, yeah, I've never had good luck with the rowboats. Oh, Jesus. Come on, you're almost there. Almost there, there we go. Yeah, you want to send the car through to open this gate. Oh, and your car can be destroyed by enemies, by the way, as you saw there. So keep that in mind, just in case. Oh, and if you want to respawn the car towards you in case you lose track of it, you press down the right stick and it will just appear wherever you're standing. Oh god, it's like a fire nade up there. This is the last monkey, so got him. And that's the end of the Hot Springs level. For now, we'll be back. As we are with most of these levels, we will be back later.
You really got quite a workout there.
There's another level. And now I want to run back to the store because I'm still running low on health items. Yeah, because I got destroyed in that boss fight, it's going to be like this for a few more levels. Well, anyways, guys, I'm going to end the part here, and I will see you all next time with the Ape Escape 3 Let's Play. I am Proximo24, and this is XX from Indie Productions, signing off.